Okay, you know, I'm always excited to have you get to the channel and find something so impactful but yet interesting. It's good to have you here again. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, for wherever child you're having to see this. Also, all right, so we're talking about something very, very beautiful, right? We've talked about what if. Okay, so and in our previous video, you could go and check it out, which was introductory. I just gave some what if instances. So today we want to focus on, narrow it down a little. So while I was meditating on which of the what ifs so we're going to talk about today. So this was what the Lord put in my heart. What if the interpretation of the call of God upon your life has not been all that there is? What if all that you thought you knew about what God will have you do with your life is not what you really are doing? What if along the line with the plan and purpose and assignment of God or your life, along the line you drifted? What if you took a different route from what God will have you do? I'll do a quick story and then I will continue. You know, I used to tell my guys that I've been privileged to live for over 13 years now. I don't have a full picture of all that God will do in my life. And the reason is because as we begin to walk with the Lord we come into that place where we keep getting to know Him daily. Not just that we're knowing Him daily, we are being exposed in our walk with Him concerning all that He will have us to do and to become. So I usually tell them that I don't know all there is to the vision of God. Yeah, there is a vision, there is a statement that God has given to us, but you see, every time I like to go back to God at intervals to ask the Lord, this it? Are we on the right track? You know, are we just, maybe not the word, are we on the right track? Or that, not the wrong word anyway, but I try to go back to the Lord all the time to find out from Him, because He's the one that gave the assignment, right? If we are doing what we are supposed to be doing, because it is easier to get carried away. I remember one time the Lord told me, very funny, yeah. The Lord told me, if you are done this, I will lose you. I will lose you. So just keep your focus on what you are doing. I'm like, whoa. You know, it's easier for me to multitask. It's easier for me to do like 10 different things at the same time by myself and even delegate them. But you see, the Lord would narrow down my attention and fix it on something He want me to do and pour all my energies. Why? Because He understood that whatever I give my time to, I get drowned into it, especially His assignment for my life. So what if all that you have been doing is not the accurate interpretation of the call of God on your life? Oh man, that's a whole lot. But then, how swift will you be to make a switch? What if you found out that your idea about God has been wrong and you have been teaching God's people pausing what is toxic to them? How humble are you? How sincere are you to make the necessary switch? What if you have been compelling people to do the wrong things, but in your heart you have always thought that was right? How sincere will you come to them and tell them, all this I have been doing has been wrong, this is what is right? What if, you see, you found out that you have been on the left path and God has always wanted you to be on the right path? So how how would you manage the switch? How would you make a U-turn? Would you be humble enough to switch? Would you be excited enough to have God redirect your path? You see, the essence of our what if series is not just to call your attention, which is primary, to the what if that are possibly in your lives. It's also to tell you that no matter how far you have gone in whatever you think you are doing or whatever you are doing, either for the Lord or for yourself or for people, the moment you find out that you have been doing it the wrong way, the moment you find out that you have been taking the wrong posture, the moment you find out that your disposition towards that particular thing has been wrong, a man who is a learning man, a man who is a growing man, instantly adjusts his heart and make the right switch. You see, one of the most important factors of correction is that we are able to receive it and act upon it. Not just because we are being given, but because even while we are receiving, we know that the point where we are standing from, it's wrong. I hope this has blessed you. We will continue next week Friday. and it will still be hot. I'll leave you with a story that was funny. So I like custard just as I like pap. So one morning some weeks ago I got custard to make in a particular bowl. So I was about carrying the bowl, and then a thought sprang in my heart. What if you use this plate and it will just be a perfect size? I was like, well, nothing is wrong to use a bigger bowl because it's better that way. And then again it came, what if? And guess what? I actually used instantly the smaller bowl, and it was just as perfect as my mind was blown away, because who would have thought that this bowl I've always thought was smaller was actually the perfect size for the pap I've been wanting to make. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following all this way. More content that will bless you and change your life are coming. What if? See you next week Friday, 10 a.m. Shalom.